Alright guys, what's up? This is going to be another one of those not really edited videos, just kind of talking to y'all, waiting for the new season because we still haven't gotten much more info, but if you saw from the title of the video, we kind of did in a way. Bungie didn't come out and say that we're having season of Rasputin or whatever that's going to be correlated to that, but they did basically just say, hey, Seraph rounds will be appearing on more weapons next season. So we got to change the Seraph rounds because they used to give a range scaler, which made them the best perk in the game. But the only guns in the game that have Seraph rounds on them are actual, Warmind themed weapons, the guns that can make Warmind cells. So this means they gotta be coming back. And if you actually go back and look at the trailer for when Witch Queen was coming out, and they, were showing off the brand new crafting system, a lot of those Guardians actually were using war mounted weapons. So with that being shown and this being said, I think it's very clear the next season is going to be Warmind focused, and we're going to be getting a lot of those weapons back that are craftable. That leads me to think, though, like, what are the origin traits going to be for that? Are they going to be good? A Warmind cell is going to be even better. They don't mention anything in here about a Warmind cell buff, but, I mean, they could be waiting to announce that, alongside with the actual season itself. So I thought that was really interesting. But that's not the only thing I just kind of want to talk about in this video. Let's scroll down here to the seasonal artifact stuff right here. Now, if there was ever a time for you to farm bounties for a season, it is right now. Next season's mods are going to be game breaking. I would highly recommend you getting those if you want to do the new raid, the new dungeon. Obviously, there's not really any contesting, at least we know of, on launch. So, it's going to be relatively easy with what you already have. But if you want to make that even easier, you need to get these mods. So I would definitely start prepping bounties just to get as much XP as possible when the season launches. So let's just start off reading. Each season's artifact is focused on one of the light subclasses, reinforcing and enhancing the 3.0 updates that players have been tinkering with throughout 2022. In Season 19, it's time to give a little love to Stasis. Now, if you're a fan of the channel, you know I made a video recently that I literally called Season of Stasis because I figured that's what was going to happen. And lo and behold, we're getting a Season of Stasis, essentially. We're going to have a bunch of Stasis mods. And this is, as we've always done with the final season of the year, you'll see some more puzzles, some reimaginings, and some more experimentation. So we're going to be getting a bunch of mods back, a bunch of Stasis mods. Very exciting for that. Now, if you were curious, your anti-champion weapon mods are going to be hand cannons, sky rifles, bows, pulse rifles, auto rifles, and submachine guns. So it's actually a pretty good lineup. Everybody likes the submachine guns are in the mix. Hand cannons, scout rifles are also going to be good. Bows for your GM level of content. All that's relatively nice. A solvable grenade launcher is returning, which is going to be really good for the future of what I'm going to get into in a second. But the Lucent Finisher mod is returning. And if you don't remember what that does, it's the one that's going to generate heavy ammo when you finish champions or the Hav Guardians. It is extremely broken. It is going to make GMs or just any other harder content extremely easy to do. You just finish them, you get heavy ammo. It is absurdly broken. If I remember, it was a 6 energy cost when it initially came out. They might change that. Now, they also have some new twists on things like Passive Guard, which is now going to work with Glaives. Passive Guard's a very good mod as well for defensive. You can just, equip a sword, but now I guess a glaive as well, and you're just going to get some more damage resistance. And then the reprisal of Breach and Clear, designed to interact with Void 3.0 rework. So, Breach and Clear was just one of the most, if not the most broken mod has ever entered the game. Particle Deconstruction, you might could argue, was also on the same level, but Breach and Clear, you shoot an enemy with a grenade launcher, and you get a huge debuff on them. Now, this does say it's going to interact with the Void 3.0 rework. This could mean that it's going to just apply the weaken effect, so it may not be the huge bonus that it used to be, but it is in some way going to work with Void 3.0, which I don't know the exact route they're going to go about that, but I think it is just going to apply the weaken effect. So if you have anything that plays into that verb, it'll probably also proc or add benefits to that as well, which could be really, really cool. I definitely expect them to do something with this mod, and I don't think they would make it as broken as what it once was when it came out, but who knows? It could be even better. We'll just have to wait and see, but just know that literally all 3 of these mods, especially Breach and Clear and Lucent Finisher, are definitely going to be, go-tos if you are doing in-game content. So I would definitely try to get these as fast as possible. Now, they're also going to be experimenting with some mods instead of doing what they usually do. So it says, be on the lookout for artifact mods for the chest and leg slices, grant bonuses to resilience and mobility, respectively. So this honestly is going to be kind of crazy. Mobility, I guess, is good, if you're a hunter, but resilience. If they're just giving you a mod that adds a flat benefit to your resilience just for some extra points, I don't exactly know what they're going to do unless they're like making like, the resilience based mod +5, which you get, say 20 now instead of 10. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to go about that, but that's going to be extremely strong because there's no mention to nerfing resilience. So it's still going to be the best thing to go for. So if you just have some extra energy, you can just slot one of these mods in and you're going to be getting more damage reduction. And that's also going to allocate additional points to other stats, which will make getting triple 100s or maybe even quad 100s even easier. That's since they also have a Hello mod that's going to grant additional airborne effectiveness. That's kind of, good if you're playing PvP, but, it's whatever for PvE. And then the monochromatic Maestro mod in the class item slot rewards you generously for using weapons and subclasses that match their damage types. Now, it says it rewards you generously. So you can best believe it's probably going to be something very good. And the thing is with this, though, is it already is really good in the game to do that because most guns now have verbs, and especially with new ones coming out, like Incandescent, Volt Shot, Repulsor Brace. That's kind of getting a buff with this new season. So you're already going to be using that anyway, matching your subclass type. So just equipping this is going to make it even better, which is just crazy. I don't exactly know what this is going to do. I'm very excited to find out what it is going to do, but you can definitely expect some build videos or just any, breakdowns, anything of this in the future. I mean, even pairing this with the stasis weapon and headstone, since stasis mods are going to be in rotation this season anyway. I don't know. I feel like this could be extremely strong, and pairing this with the other mods we already know that are coming, I don't know. They are literally making us very, very strong for the end of the season. Trying to make us probably get that, power fantasy out before Lightfall comes. Because hopefully they're going to completely change that up in Lightfall and we can just get destroyed. And then they've also included a mod aimed specifically at solo players, which should be very useful in tackling those Legend Lost sectors to just get that right roll of that exotic you're looking for. So I don't think this is going to increase like the luck of the exotic drops, even though they add that statement. This is definitely just going to be a mod that makes solo players a little bit stronger. So I don't know exactly what they're going to go with this, but pairing a lot of these mods together, they are going to be crazy strong. This season, we're going to be very, very strong, stronger than probably any other season we've ever been in with these mods. If the stasis mods also are going to be very, very strong, I don't know, man. This is going to be crazy because stasis is also getting a huge amount of buffs this season as well to try to make them in line with other 3.0 subclasses. So yeah, just relish this while we have it, because I really think in Lightfall they're going to flip the switch and make us just extremely weak, because I think they're going to let us have a little bit of fun. So with all those changes and Bungie kind of unofficially announcing that it's going to be season of the Warmind or Rasputin or whatever you want to call it, this is a lot to take in. I really think they're going to give us a last hurrah, make us really powerful for this last season, and then Lightfall is going to just flip that all around and just make it extremely hard for us to survive. With no resilience change, with them adding the most broken mods back to the game, I'm very excited for next season. I really want to learn more. Definitely be on the lookout for this channel, and obviously Bungie's channels for the trailer to drop. I hope they do it relatively soon compared to them doing it on the launch day, but I will be reacting to it if you guys would like to see that. And if you guys did enjoy this solid content, be sure to stick around, let me know, and I can do more like this. I do actually plan on making a more official video, that's actually, relatively well edited, with some of the buffs that we know that are going to come before the season actually launches. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. I'm excited for that because I really think it could have some potential, and I think you all will enjoy it. But anyway, that's going to do all for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day. Peace.